Hello, my name is Gail Scheibel and I will be presenting DBT therapy. This is my client, Claire. She is presenting a diagnosis of bipolar disorder and showing signs of borderline personality disorder, including self-injury and one suicide attempt. So Claire, what brings you here today?
So I got out of the hospital a few days ago, and my family said that I should start seeing someone for therapy, so I thought I would do that.
Okay. Can you tell me a few of the coping mechanisms that you are currently using?
Is it okay if they're not like good ones?
It's okay. Good, bad, anything you're using right now.
Okay, well obviously I self-harm, you know that. So I do that pretty often, usually like whenever I'm upset about anything, that's kind of what I go to. But since being in the hospital, I learned like I should be doing other things. So like I like to draw, and I like my dog, and sometimes I go for walks, stuff like that.
Sounds great. Animals can be a very, very good comfort.
Mm-hmm.
You mentioned that you like to draw. Is that the only kind of art you like, or are you a writer as well?
I like to write sometimes. I'm not like very good at it at all. I'm actually pretty terrible, but I do it sometimes.
Okay. Have you ever tried anything called a gratitude list?
No.
So a gratitude list is what you put together of things you're grateful for. And they can be as small as it was a cloudy day today and you enjoy cloudy days, or you got a new job. So can you think of anything that you would be grateful for, that you could state you were grateful for?
I mean, it's like, feels like kind of right now like there's nothing. Like I don't have anything in my life, really.
What would you wish you could tell yourself?
That it's going to be okay?
That it's going to be okay? That would be a great thing to tell yourself, because it doesn't necessarily have to be true. You can just say it to yourself, and sometimes saying something over and over again can make it feel like a reality. So would you be willing to tell yourself that it's going to be okay? Or writing to yourself, Claire will be okay?
If I could try it, like I'll try anything once.
Okay. Is there anything else that you think you want to show gratitude for?
I don't know. I mean, like I guess I have like a lot of people around me that like have been like dealing with me for a long time.
Mm-hmm.
So I should show more gratitude for them. Like my parents have just been with me throughout all of this stuff that I've done, and my siblings, they could have given up on me a long time ago, but they haven't. I don't know, I guess I'm like always focused on like the negative side of things. I don't really think about like the good stuff.
So you're aware that you focus on the negative, and you're willing to state that you focus on the negative. Can you think of anything that's positive that's happened in the last few days? Just to change the atmosphere.
Yeah, I mean, I'm out of the hospital.
That is great.
Yeah, I mean, it usually takes me a long time to get out of the hospital, but I got out of the hospital in like 3 days this time.
That's wonderful. How does that make you feel?
Like maybe I don't have to keep doing this over and over again.
It sounds a little like hope.
Yeah, you can call it that.
So, now that you're out of the hospital and you're working on bettering yourself and bringing more coping skills into your life, have you ever tried something called grounding?
Like being grounded by my parents?
No,
because they did that
like,
a lot.
I understand, but it's not like being grounded. It's more within yourself and what's around you, using your own five senses that you were born with.
No, I've never tried that.
So in this case, it would be like there's a hard table, and you're recognizing that the table is hard and it's in front of you, and you can feel it, you can see it, maybe using your senses of smell, noticing there's a flower nearby, that the ground is hard underneath you, seeing all the different colors you could see, And sometimes when you're doing that, it takes away all the negative because you're so focused on those things that you smell, hear, see, taste, touch. So can you try that for me right now?
Yeah. So say the things that I'm experiencing right now. Okay. So I'm hearing like a really loud fan or something. I'm seeing some pretty flowers over here.
Mm-hmm.
I'm smelling the flowers. I'm feeling this table, and I'm feeling like the scratchy carpet under my feet. Tasting that cookie cake in my mind. Did I get them all?
Yeah.
Okay.
And how did it feel to have your mind on something else other than negative self-thoughts or thoughts of self-harm?
I mean, it's kind of like a relief.
Mm-hmm.
It's like a reality check.
Is that something you think you could use?
Yeah, I mean, I think that like whenever I'm wanting to self-harm or something like that, like I'm just like only focused on that one feeling of like wanting to do that, and like everything else kind of just like melts away, if that makes sense.
So you're on a one train thought.
Yeah.
That's all you want to think about.
Yeah. And so it's just like that's the only thing in my mind is like how I can get to it, how I can do it, and then how I can hide it.
Mm-hmm.
But like it took like my whole brain to like really tune in to like what I was feeling and all my senses and stuff. So I don't know, maybe that could distract me from it.
Do you think you'll be in environments where you will be able to do that?
I mean, couldn't you do that like anywhere?
You sure can.
Yeah. I mean, like if I'm driving, I probably want to like be careful.
Yes.
Right. But like every other place.
Right. In school or at home, those stressful places
Mm-hmm.
where you get those urges.
Yeah, definitely like when I'm at home, like at the dinner table.
Okay.
Just like I just want to leave or whatever, but like.
Can you describe to me how you would ground yourself at that dinner table?
Yeah, I mean like, so I like see myself like sitting there.
Mm-hmm.
And I could just like really focus on like the taste of the food, because like I could be eating and then like the sounds of like my family around me and like what they're talking about, and then like the smells, and just like feeling myself like just like sitting there, like not moving, not getting up and going and leaving the table, not stealing the knife, like stuff like that.
That sounds great. So this sounds like something that you're willing to practice outside therapy and that you really have gotten the hang of. So I would like to see you do a little bit more and maybe let me know next time how it works.
Yeah.
So we can decrease those urges and get some new skills. How does that sound?
I think it sounds good, because it's like that's like no one has to really know that I'm doing it.
Exactly.
So I like that, because I always feel like I'm always like so. I can't always just like get out my drawing stuff, or like I can't always have my dog with me. Like having just a skill I could use like in my head.
So you're your own skill, and you can use yourself anytime to make sure that you're grateful, that you're grounded, and you're mindful of how you're feeling.
Yeah.
That sounds great. So next time we'll talk about interpersonal skills, and we'll discuss your relationship with friends and family and see how we can develop those a little more. And then check back in and see how you're using your skills of being mindful, being grateful, and grounded.
Okay.
Does that sound all right?
Yeah. I'm a little scared to talk about the relationship stuff, but I'll use my coping skills.
I hope so. And we don't have to talk about anything in a rush. It's all how you want to talk about it, when you want to talk about it, okay?
Okay.
And if anything else comes up that you think is very important, just let me know.
Okay.
All right?
Sounds good.
I'll see you next time.
All right, thanks.